Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy Stump back from the OPTC video, and in today's video we're diving into PKA level 260 plus with an over 1 trillion damage team. So free spirit, slashes, they stay winning, even with all of these crazy ass buffs, hitting like 27 trillion damage with the new batch. It doesn't matter because the damage cap is obviously a thing. So today's video we are focusing on breaking the damage cap, just like we did with Brook normally, where we used the HP cut strat to get to level 300 in PKA. In today's video, we're actually utilizing the Giants. Unfortunately, this PKA has Grey Shield, which means you can't actually use the HP cut strat with Brook. However, you can still use the end of turn damage strat with the Giants, weakness, and increased damage taken. I was trying to do some fun stuff with the new Luffy, because the new Luffy is like a 3 times conditional buff against increased damage taken. But unfortunately, like, you still need to be able to get damage with the Giants. And obviously being free spirit and slasher themselves, they just work perfectly on a free spirit and slasher based build. The regular culprits are here. We have verse Luffy, we have verse Shanks, we have Zoro Sanji, we have Brook for the revive, and then we have into Yamato, the most underrated legend ever. Again, showing her worth and how valuable she actually is with her rush, buying into the super tandem of Zoro Sanji, as well as having a EX ability and a damage reduction conversion buff. We are utilizing the Oro Jackson ship that is going to allow us to get some extra healing as well as an extra final tap buff on the final stage, because we will be stalling a lot on turn 3 and turn 4. This team just has no way of getting past turn 3 and turn 4, except for just stalling out all of the nasty debuffs that the enemies throw at you. So Garp, he has that resilience, he has the barrier, he gives you hunger, which is annoying because we don't have a way around hunger with this particular team, so we are just relying on actually rolling some recovery orbs to bypass it. However, if you don't and Brook dies, you just revive and you can just remove it that way. There's no real issues there, but if you get lucky with some recovery orbs, it is going to make your life a little bit easier. Garp is going to give you action silence, he gives you special blind, all that nasty stuff. So realistically, you want to make sure you are switching with Zoro Sanji early on, so that way when you get to the silence part of the fight, you don't have to worry about utilizing your switch abilities, and then once you go through Sengoku, you can get to the final stage and you just have that switch ability ready to go. Shanks and Luffy's burst abilities are just going to naturally charge over time. The more turns you take, the more charge they get, so it works out quite nicely. I do have a little X-Drake support on my Shanks. The reason I have that X-Drake support there is so that way I can get a little bit more damage reduction when I'm taking on this Sengoku stage, as this Sengoku can hit fairly hard. You have the increased damage taken, he enrages, he gives himself an attack buff, and he does all those very nasty things. He gives you super block slots as well, he gives you pain, he does a lot of very, very nasty stuff. And that's where Brook is just super valuable, because you can actually use his special to tank one shot as well as give you end of turn healing for 3 turns. So as you can see here, once I got that pain debuff up, probably could have used it the turn before that, but once the pain debuff, just before the pain debuff came up, I managed to use the Brook special. That allowed me to tank a shot from Sengoku with his enrage, and then I also get a bunch of healing. As you can see, I am taking about 30,000 damage. There's a tap limit, and basically what I'm just doing here is just stalling out the defense up on Sengoku, and once that defense up is gone, I can actually take him down. Ironically, I actually managed to die right as I got to this particular point as well, so that was pretty cool. You also want to sort of stall out the tap timing, but again, if you die as Brook, then like you're not gonna have to worry about it at all. So I think I die right before I kill Sengoku, so I do a bunch of damage here. Eat some recovery orbs when you can, you know, because why not? And then Sengoku should die, so it should kill you. Once you die with Brook, it's going to remove the normal attacks only, which is exactly what we need to get rid of, so that way we can utilize the Giants. This way I actually have my full HP threshold, so that way I can get all the rush taps of Yamato, and it works out quite well. My Yamato is rush level 3, so just be mindful of that, and in today's video, I am using a 60% buff from Sanji. Eventually, this team will stop working, because the final boss at level 300 has over 11 trillion HP. However, what you can do is utilize the Sanji buff and the Usopp buff to cut the HP by 60%, give yourself a 60% attack buff, and hit over 6 trillion damage, just like we do in today's video, so that way you can just take down all the HP. You are going to need some crazy investments in stuff like your statues and stuff like that. I believe my strength unit has like a 60% buff, but you can get it obviously all the way up to 100%. And that's going to allow your giants to just do even more damage. What you ideally want to do is giants want to hit as close to 1 trillion as possible without actually breaking that damage cap. All the units before them, you don't want them breaking that sort of damage cap. So the idea here is we're going to rush with Yamato into Zoro Sanji. That's going to activate their Super Tandem with Brook, hit with Shanks to apply a little bit of resistance down, and then finish off with the giants there. You can run giants as captain if you want to. You're going to get like a better orb buff, but I figured the extra captain multiplier from Shanks, as well as the tiny little extra resistance we get with his tapping as captain, should be more valuable in terms of that damage output. Should be. It might not be. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys have tested it out and you're using the giants. Then that oh look, they're getting like a 2.75 orb buff, so that could probably be a little bit more damage if you run it that way. As you can see, that it's 659 billion, I believe. Which is then going to get multiplied by the 2 times, which is then going to obviously be a 1.3 buff. So you're getting a 6.6 trillion end of turn damage. Giants, they work so well when it comes to breaking this damage cap. It just needs to be removed. I actually have another video coming out where we do about 27 trillion damage in one hit. So look forward to that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to put a like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Loads!